Hey y'all, I'm Paula Deen, and Michael and I can't think of a better way to enjoy the outdoors than packing up a picnic lunch and heading straight to the park. And today I'd like to share with y'all what I feel like is some simple recipes that's sure to help make your outdoor dining a major hit. And I'm gonna share with y'all today Gussie's fried chicken, and I'm gonna just pour over the sweetest pecan honey glaze. And then I'm gonna show you an old Southern classic, a pimento cheese spread. And then I'm gonna make a delicious carrot salad. And for dessert, one of Michael's favorite, peanut butter cupcakes. So y'all gather up your family and friends, because today we're going on a picnic. Favorite things to do here in Savannah is go have picnic in the park. Well, that's what today's theme is about. It's about picnics. So I'm going to show you a few things that work so well for taking food off to eat on the ground and also for tailgates. The first thing I'm going to start with is a pimento cheese, and this is so good, so simple. It works great as a dip or a sandwich, so no Southern picnic is the same without a pimento cheese. Now, I've started with sharp grated cheddar. I've got some white cheddar, and I'm gonna add those two together, and I'm gonna add pepper. I really, really like what the pepper does to the pimento cheese. I'm gonna add a good bit of this. All right, now I'm gonna add a little salt, and I'm not gonna add a whole bunch because I'm fixing to add some diced pimentos along with the juice, and these have a lot of salt in them. So you want to make sure that you don't over salt your pimento and cheese. And now my favorite binder in the whole world is a half cup of mayonnaise. I'm just gonna mix this up, but this is so good. All right, I'm just gonna pile this up. And you can see that I've got scoopable corn chips that are just divine dipped down in this pimento cheese. And then I've got white bread for those that want to make a sandwich. I just love it this way. Or you can eat it with a cracker, but the corn chips are just perfect for it. Now, I want to show y'all a little salad I hadn't made, and it seems like 100 years. It's called copper pennies. It got its name because it looks like a brand new penny. And rather than just taking strips of carrots to a picnic, this is a great way to have that wonderful sweet vegetable. Now, I've got some chopped right here. I'm gonna just finish that off. Needed a couple of more. And I'm gonna slice them kind of thin. And you'll wanna get them cut all the same size so that they'll cook evenly. All right, I'm gonna take these carrots and I'm gonna toss them into the boiling water that's had a little salt put in it. And I'm gonna cook these for about 5 minutes. I don't want them to cook very long. I don't want them like mush. All right, so I'm gonna let these come back to a boil. And while those are cooking, I'm gonna come over here in this other pot and I'm gonna make the marinade that these wonderful sweet little carrots are going in. I'm gonna start with a vegetable oil. This is about a cup of oil. And some sugar. This is about a cup of sugar. And some vinegar. See, this is about a cup of vinegar. And I'm gonna bring this to a boil and let that sugar dissolve in there. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of dried mustard, and a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just gonna mix this up. Now I've got one more ingredient to add to it, and that's a can of tomato soup. And that's gonna turn that a pretty kind of coppery color. Okay, our carrots are ready. And I'm gonna take these over here and strain them. If I can do this without disturbing Gertie. Don't mind me, girl. Just don't expect me to buy you any dog biscuits when the check comes in. All right. All right, I've drained those good. Now I'm just gonna toss them back in the bowl. I love this spatula. We just all match: an orange spatula, orange carrots, orange shirt, orange lipstick. And it was all a pure accident. All right, now I'm gonna take our marinade and pour that over our carrots. I'm gonna dump in some diced green peppers and some sliced onion. And I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and let all those flavors marry together. This will last in your refrigerator for up to 6 weeks. Isn't that great? All right, so I'm gonna just put this in the refrigerator. And when we come back, it's Gussie's fried chicken with a pecan glaze on it. You know, we'll just put sugar on anything, won't we? Well, I know y'all are probably thinking, now, Paula, you are the only person I know that can take fattening food and make it even more fattening. Well, I have to tell y'all, this is not my recipe that I'm making, so don't hold me responsible for this one. This is called Gussie's Pecan Glazed Chicken, and y'all know my name ain't Gussie. I'm just gonna share the recipe with y'all and show you how to cook it. All right, I've got my chicken that's been washed and cleaned real good. Now I'm gonna just salt and pepper my chicken. All right, and I've got some garlic powder, and that's garlic powder, not salt. Now I've got 2 eggs here that I'm gonna just beat up, and I'm gonna just toss that over the chicken, just like that. Just tossing, tossing, tossing. And you could do this part earlier in the day and sticking back in the refrigerator. All right, let me give my hands a wash, y'all. Because between the eggs and the chicken, it feels pretty yucky. Okay, I've got some paper sacks here that we're gonna put some self-rising flour in. They've been double bagged. And I'm gonna start with our dark meat first. I'm gonna just throw it over in here. Just a few pieces at the time. Gonna grab that top real good and hold it and just shake my chicken in there. And then I've got another bag here. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other pieces. I know the Pirate's House for years had this particular chicken on their menu. The Pirate's House is located in the historic district right off the river there in Savannah. And it was called the Pirate's House because that's where the pirates hung out. It may very well be the oldest structure in Savannah. I can't quite remember my history on that. But people love to visit the Pirate's House when they come to Savannah because it's such a historical place. All right. I'm gonna dig down in here and get our chicken, and I'm gonna drop it in deep fat. I had my oil up to 375 degrees. It's gonna cool down some when I put the cold chicken in there. All right, and now Gussie tells us to put the lid on the pot. Don't close it completely. Crack it so that steam can escape, and our chicken's gonna get really moist and almost stay kind of soft. And while that's frying, why don't I pull out that copper penny salad that I made earlier? And let's see how it turned out. Like I said, it's been years since I made this. And this is just a nice, different way to eat them. This kind of thing, as those other flavors go into that carrot, it'll just get better and better. The tomato soup is such a nice flavor for those carrots. This kind of salad you could package in the little throwaway containers that you get from the grocery store. You can fill it full of your foods. They stack very nicely. And when you're done eating, throw them away and you have nothing to haul home. Well, let's step down here and see how Gussie's fried chicken's going. Smells like fried chicken. It's very close to being ready. I tell you what, y'all go fix you something to drink. By the time you get settled back in, the chicken's gonna be ready, and I'm gonna be making some chocolate peanut butter cupcakes that are perfect for any picnic. You're not gonna wanna miss that one, so I'll see y'all in a few minutes. All right, y'all, the chicken's ready. I'm gonna pull it out. Ooh, it just feels like just as light as a feather. I'm just gonna let that drain on that paper towel for a minute because I'm gonna show y'all Gussie's honey pecan glaze next. All right, so while that's draining, I'm gonna come over here, and y'all please don't write or call me about this one because it's not mine. I've got 2 sticks of butter like Gussie told me to do. I've got a 1/2 cup of honey that I'm gonna add to that butter. And now I'm gonna add a cup of pecans. And I'm gonna mix that all together and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put our chicken on our platter. You better get back here. That bird was trying to fly away from me. That looks pretty delicious. All right, I'm gonna turn this off because this one has been cooking for about 10 minutes. And I'm just gonna stir that together real well. And then I'm gonna come over here, y'all. I'm gonna ladle this over our fried chicken. That looks pretty delicious. All right, let's come on down here to, would you believe it, a less fattening dish than that one? And it's peanut butter brownie cupcakes. Now I'm using just an ordinary brownie mix that you buy at the grocery store. I'm gonna make it per the box directions, which is oil, water, and for a cake like brownie, 3 eggs. Now I'm gonna beat this by hand about 50 strokes. These don't have to be smooth. Your batter will still appear a little lumpy. Now I've taken my muffin tins and I've lined them with a paper liner. I really prefer my cupcakes to have a liner. They're just easier to transport, easier to eat. So I'm gonna put about half the batter in. All right, now I'm gonna come in here in the center of these brownies with some peanut butter chips. And I'm just gonna put a layer of those right on top of that batter. All right, so now I'm gonna come back in here now and top them with another spoon of batter. All right, I'm just gonna spread that batter around those chips, just like that. And I'm gonna put these in a 350-degree preheated oven and bake them for about 18 to 20 minutes. And I've got another pan that's ready in this other oven. Oh. You can see how delicious those look. Don't they look yummy? All right, now you know I told y'all I have never eaten Gussie's chicken. I've never cooked it this way, so I can't hardly wait to sample it. Oh, well, as it turned out, I've gotten a wing, and the wing happens to be one of my 8 favorite pieces on a chicken. How's that? Look at that cupcake, y'all. All right, here we go. It's really good. This is really, really good, Gussie. I like it. For once in a while, a change, it's nice. All right, now, you can't wait to see what our little cupcakes look like. And you can see our peanut butter morsels in there. Oh, they're so good. And so is the chicken, y'all. When we come back, I'm gonna be showing y'all some tips to make some wonderful, creamy, fruity butters that are a nice treat at a picnic. The tip I want to share with y'all today is really easy and simple and tasty. I'm making a fruit butter, but you know what? Butter doesn't have a thing to do with this fruit butter. I think you'll love this one when you're going on a picnic. It'll give you an extra surprise. I'm gonna take equal parts of water and sugar. And I'm gonna boil this up and I'm gonna make a simple syrup. And then I'm gonna add the fruit of my choice. I can use a dried fruit like the apricots that you get at the grocery store. You can use fresh products or you can use frozen. Now I'm gonna add frozen blueberries to these. And I'm gonna just let them cook until they're thickened. You can always puree this and strain it, or if you like a more preserved type butter, then you can just cool it and pack it the way I've done these. I have a wonderful apricot butter here, a blueberry, a strawberry, and a store-bought chocolate for those that don't like fruits. This is gonna be great tucked in my picnic basket along with some breads and some crackers, and they're gonna eat it up. You know, things taste so good to me when you eat them with your family out of doors. I don't know what it is. I think you'll love these recipes. Gussie's pecan honey glazed fried chicken is over the top. The copper pennies are perfect for a salad. The pimento cheese you're gonna love. And the peanut butter brownie cupcakes are so, so good. And if you really want to make those illegal, put a little chocolate glaze on them. And don't forget to pack up your fruit butter. That has nothing to do with butter. It looks like Gertie's getting anxious. She's ready for us to leave to go on our picnic today. So until next time, y'all, I send you love and best dishes from my kitchen to yours.